Okay, we're good. How's it going? It's Be here, and welcome to the live viewing for today's what is it? Osaka じゃなくて Oka-sho. Or you'd probably call it the Japanese 1000 guineas. So yeah, what we have here on screen here is the data for the ground conditions for Hanshin Racecourse. But let's be honest here, we're gonna scrap this in 5 minutes because it's raining there. It's raining in Hanshin Racecourse, so we could scrap most of the states that are here. Cushion value 9.2, yeah, like downgrade up by like 1 point. So yeah, current conditions are Yaya Omo, so good to soft. So it's more 8 to 7 really, like probably around like the 8s range, I'd say. We just need to figure out how much it's pouring. So the data this morning at what is it, 5:30 a.m. GST, just like what? How many hours this ago? Like almost 10 hours ago. So yeah, pretty much outdated at this point. As you can see, the goalpost was already more moist than the final turn, which means that you probably want to maintain stamina, but that doesn't really matter. At this point, just, you know, that final stretch of 400 meters or so, pretty much just save their strength for the end, basically. So whatever data we have here, pretty much just scrap it. Look at that. Even if they did drain the water on Thursday. Mokuyo, yeah. They drained the water on Thursday, but it's kinda a bit late for that, don't you think? So yeah, not really. So yeah, even though you have like this beautiful turf to look at, but it's still not really that decent, let's just say. Because after all this rain. I had a little look at it on the last race, Hanshin 10th race. The winner there was Admar Terra, got third place in the Japanese St. Leaders Oka-sho. So yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah, you could still push up like that turn of foot there. You kind of like want to keep it all to the end, really. But yeah, unlike Satsuki Show, where I'm really locked onto Quad no, the focus for today isn't really that clear. Let's just say the Japanese 1000 guineas. So these are the 18 racers for today's thing. Yeah, look at that. So gate 1 we have Volevu, gate 2 Eric Express, gate 3 Mapos, gate 4 Shonan Xanadu, let's see, gate 5 Bon Soiri, I guess, and then Vip Daisy, Embroidery, Water Gerbera, Arma Veloce, the Hanshin Fillies, what's it, Hanshin Juvenile Fillies winner actually, the G1 or 2-year-old fillies. So yeah, that's one to look at. Twilight City Mistress got rolled up because one of the contenders actually had to back out due to an injury. So yeah, that's why Mistress got rolled up here. Link's Tip, Sir Beato, I guess, Dantsu Ellen, Burino Mei, Namura Clara. Jockey got switched because her original jockey got injured like yesterday straight up. So yeah, Fujioka Yusuke, I think, yeah. And then we have Rimzal and Brown Ratchet, Yokoyama Takeshi. Oh dear, this combination Soul Orients basically, isn't it? Yeah, this combination is just straight up Soul Orients. Not to mention, like, Soul Orients is actually stayed behind Nandito to like be like a companion for Brown Ratchet, so I could see that. But on the far outside though, while yes, the turf is actually not that good here because of the conditions there of the rain. Right now, what race is this shown here? Fukushima 11th race doesn't really concern us too much. Probably will turn that off a little bit, but yeah. So we're gonna quickly have a look at the details. This is what they're predicting, medium pace. I'd say the pace is gonna be a little bit slower this time around because rain. Yeah, they're not gonna push out any higher rates than that. Anyway, currently the favorites are quite a mess. Right, even the top favorite now, right? Even I said 3.7 just now with Erica Express, it went up to the 3.6, but it didn't really change too much. Let's just say, it's quite a mess. Unlike Satsuki Show, where people are pretty much onto Podano, this one here, it's like, yeah, it's kind of hard to decide. I've seen Embroidery win with Christophe Lemaire, but Lemaire is still in Australia, so yeah. After that race there. Got 6th place with Roshan Park. There's that. I've seen some people have their eyes on Kurino May. Yeah. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at the field and see what the last races are. So, Voulez-vous, I guess. Voulez-vous? Maybe I should look at the Voulez-vous. Voulez-vous is the way to pronounce it in katakana. Satono Crown, Agrios, and Manhattan Cafe. These ones I don't really recognize. They haven't really won too much. Let's see here. Debut race. Any like heavy conditions? Heavy conditions, we do have that. Good to solve also. But what distance? Because like I said before, when it comes to like conditions where the turf is less than ideal, it's like you actually want to see if they have any proper experiences with that. Like, for example, in this case, in this G3 with this fantasy stakes, right? This is like 1400 meters. Yeah. So in this case here, she got 4th place behind Dantsu Elon, which is the one of them that's racing today, actually. So, I'll scale the Voulez-vous, I guess, based on Dantsu Elon's, I'd say, turnout, I guess. But overall, in terms of like the listed races, it's actually all listed and open races, actually not too bad. Yeah, except this Hakodate and Isai stakes kind of flopped. Kind of fair at that point because you're up against Satono Carnival that time. And it was like a crazy fast pace too, like for the first bit. Erica Express, one of those quick jumpers. I guess we can go ahead and open up that one there real quick. Epifania, of course, and Thais Galileo. Galileo. We consider that. One with Lemaire, one with Tosaki. Turf conditions, we do have a good to solved with a 0.4 second margin too. That's on debut. Got a draw 12, one fairy stakes over territory on Tosaki. So jockey wise, it doesn't really matter too much as long as she stays on the front, I guess. We'll see if she can handle the most part, but if it's alright, yeah, definitely Erica Express has a good chance there. Weight hasn't changed too much. We have Sugiyama jockey here. Trainer, I mean. Tosaki is still the jockey from the Fairy Stakes. The weight is unchanged ever since debut, though. I feel like you should toughen up a little bit more. I'd like to see a little bit of weight increase, for that muscle. So that may be a slight concern. But overall, it seems pretty smooth sailing. Let's see here. Malpuce. Mind Your Biscuits film François, I guess? I can't French, Simon. And Simply Chris's. Got a flop here in the Artemis Stakes, 1600. But then got 2nd place here. No experience on worst ground. Has lost to Embroidery. And even Brown Ratchet too. Interesting. Her weight is 494 here. Where does she rely on? Turn of foot? No. Somewhat, I guess. 33.8, 33.4. She could distract 33.4 on here, but somehow got 7th place. Maybe bad positioning. So maybe chances are is that the jockey here, Tanabe-san, isn't too reliable on positioning Maput. So maybe not that. Not to mention, look at that, weight reduce. After all this, it's kind of like almost back to the debut weight too. What time is it? Still have around 15 minutes, roughly. I'll keep an ear out for the the audio. see here. Shonan Zanadu, Izuna, Isueno, and Pulpit. Won the Phillies review, but that's a 1400 also. A bit better, I guess. 34.8. And I get the soft? No. Yuzoe Kenichi. I feel like that would be a buff on. Yeah, not to mention there's Hanshin as well. Yeah, Kenichi does well, pretty alright. Yeah, it's solid. Has won a few G1s himself, obviously. But, lost embroidery, I lost Amavroche. 4th place. But now I figured like maybe I should check the training data, but I figured it's probably not the time for me to do that either. So yeah. Also, when I look like the stuff like Kodenor or like the Ushpatasaurus, like sometimes those kind of data aren't always reliable. Yeah, so I'd rather check past records instead. Bon Soare. Oh, bonsoir. Gotcha. Okay, Radiodo, Nota Blanca, and Kender. Names, I swear. 3rd place on the Phillies review. All 1400s here. It has better records on shorter distance. Got 3rd place on a 1600, but that's a debut. Brook Maiden here, but that's like 1400. Probably a bit too long for her. For Bondeswa. Vip Daisy, Satono Diamond, Rose Sparrow, in Kamehameha. That seems quite solid though. Let's see. 1123. 2nd place on the Juvenile Phillies. Okay. Want to look out, I guess. Weather snowy but good ground. How'd that happen? Margin is actually not too far from the winners. 3rd place on the Tulip Show. Okay. We're considering. Vip Daisies we're considering, but it's not like a, what is it, a definite win, but it is we're considering. Embroidery, I'm pretty sure won out there. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the jockeys, have I? Osaki still the same jockey. Hamanaka, same jockey as last race. Osaki, same as last race. Hanabe, same as same as their whole career. Kenichi, Yukizoe Keiichi, same as the whole career. For Bonsoir, Kawada is the one that raced with her on the Phillies review. Okay. So it used to be Tosaki, but then it's Kawada now. Okay, two races, so there is some experience there. Miyuki Jockey. Yeah, whole career. Moreira. Okay. I mean, even though this main career is by Lemaire, he's in. I mean, he's still in Australia, I guess. Couldn't make that massive growth. Was it bold move like how McDonald did with Romantic Warrior after, and then go straight to Hong Kong for Voyage Bubble? Yeah, that is quite an annoying rotation, I would say. Embroidery, Admire Mars, Roten Mai, and Kurofune. 3 wins, daily high, Manichi High Queen Cup. 1600, pretty good. Good to Soft got 2nd. Still got like that kind of turn foot there too. So there, to some degree, embroidery does handle it alright. So I could still keep her somewhat. I mean, it's Magic Man there. I remember what happened when you trust Magic Man back in Osaka High. Yeah, I did that and I flopped. Let's see here. Gate 8, Water Gerbera, Takiyataka, same as last race, got 2nd place that time. Lost to Kuryo no Mei. Dano Taisei jockey was for the last 2 G3 races. That is a quite tight rotation, I gotta say though. Aren't you exhausted at this point? I feel like even with Takiyataka on top of her, it's like on board of her, it's like this is, yeah. Not to mention this too. This one's a red flag. Look at that. Right, Radioro, Water Peony, and Victoria Pizza. This is a red flag. Heavy conditions, heavy ground, 1400, flop. Right, and then that same condition, Danceland got it. So it's worth considering. Right, Danceland. Armor Veloce? Let's see here. Yeah, this one's definitely gonna... No, I can't cross that out. Oh yeah, I don't have the Japanese settings, never mind. Armor Veloce, the winner of the Hanshin Juvenile Fillies last year, G1. Harbinger Rakuami, Darwin Major. 121. Yeah, slightly lost out a bit here. I feel like it would be better if she's pushed up a little bit closer on front. But the margin is actually not that bad at all. It's like probably a neck or a header here. So it's not too bad of a gap too. But even if it's soft conditions, she's like back here. Her turn of foot is still kind of meh. But it's good enough. It's good enough, right? Soft conditions as well. So yeah, I wouldn't say it really would knock her out of balance too badly. Armor Veloce. I'll still keep her. Plus, in the middle, not bad at all. I don't need to be like worried about being stuck. Twilight City, where's embroidery? I need to keep her in condition. I'll check back the others later on as I have a quick look. But yeah. Jockey for Armor Veloce is Iwata Mirai. Same as the G1 too, so yeah, it's fine. Twilight City. Epifania is Centip, I guess. Oratorio. Oh wow, okay, that's a quick skip. 34, 935, consistent turn of foot. Bolt 1 against Crimzel, I guess. Maybe I should scrap that. Honestly, there's too little data for me to go around with. Not to mention, that is Nakayama. This is Chukyo. I need Hanshin data, right? So even if Nakayama is like built somewhat like it, but Hanshin's distance is much more, I'd say, has a much longer final straight. Because Nakayama's one not even 400, right? Whereas Hanshin is, and Hanshin is more rewarding to those who can extend their return of foot at that point there, right? So, yeah, probably unlike like she's Twilight City. Mistress, the one that rolled up to get in. Izuna, Cherokee Maiden, I guess. Distorted Humor. Right, we have this one here, the debut. Artemis Stakes, Hanshin Juvenile Fillies, flopped here. Got a listed here, and the Saudi Derby. Both of these are dirt races still. Maybe if you consider maybe the tenacity needed to race on dirt races, then yeah, maybe Mistress can be worth considering. And not to mention jockey is still Sakariuse. Right, pretty much everything save for the debut is Sakariuse, so yeah, I'd say he'd be more familiar. Twilight City also switched a lot of jockeys, so no. Even if she won like 2 different jockeys here, switching again for a G1 is just a bit too unsettling. Right? And also, Armor Veloce also developed quite a lot as well, of 12 kilos. But this is across a span of like 4 months, 4+ months, so that 12 kilos is worth justifying, right? In terms of like the ones that gone up weight or like gone down in weight by 2 digits, it's been the Armor Veloce. Link's tip, Miracle Demuro. Maybe we'll have like a good comeback there. That'll be nice. That's on black. I have my bias. Okay. Dance with Kitten, Kitten's Joy. Demuro? Oh, it's a Demuro's, the Demuro brothers. Okay. Christian Demuro and Christian Demuro again. And then after that, Mirko Demuro got second on the Kisaragi show. Okay, to be fair, it is behind Satono Shining. Okay, I'll give him that. I'll give her that. It is behind Satono Shining. Right. So, let me have a quick look again at the record of that one. How much is her margin behind? Oh, Lanta Kios is a colt. And look at that, Erica and Dive, the next filly was like a whole... Look at that. Yeah, so in terms of Filly's performances, yeah, she's definitely much more up there. So, maybe placing, you know? Look at that, it's good to soft conditions as well. So, yeah. Placing. Miracle, do your work. Looks like it's since forever since Mirko Demuro won like a G1. I mean, if he has to win, the guy wins here somehow. But yeah. How do you read this one? Kitamura Yuichi Jockey. Same as last race, same as like a few races before that as well. Debut and second race. Second of Phillies reviews. Yes, there is something to look at here. Lord Kanaloa, Q2 Gold French Deputy. Between the set racings, yeah, embroidery is probably more like reliable. Yeah, look at that, soft ground, 5th place, and it's 1400 still. So, yeah, probably would suit better in shorter distances. Yeah, shorter distances, I'd say would be fine. Serbiata probably could try sprinters. Anselan. Right, this was what I was looking for before. Lord Canaloa, the Stravius Misty, Intimacy, and yeah. Oh wow, that is a flop. What happened here? I don't know what happened here. Holy, Danno Taise-san. You managed to win with Soul Rush back in Mao Championship. How do you do this? How do you do this? And Arabia is like 1400 is with 6th place, but really what I'm looking at is this data here. Look at this data specifically, right? Because even though it's like just slightly ahead of Mozinana Star, right? Look at this, it's on a heavy ground. So I guess I'll check the field for that real quick. Obviously 2 old fillies here. Vuluvu is here. Vuluvu. Last 3 for straight for 4. And carry over. Who's the jockey this time around? Who's the jockey around for Danselan? Dan no Taise-san. Worth considering. Kurino Mei. Orfev. Kurino Elizabeth, Precise, and Orfev himself actually handled like the French Grand pretty well, so it's worth considering that as well. The only flop was the juvenile fillies. Any soft ground experience? Surprisingly, no. So maybe that is like a minus here. 100 foot, last 3 furlongs, 34, 9, 34, 2. Weight hasn't really changed that much, has it? Bruno May. Maybe if you want to consider Orfev blood, I guess. Orfev blood, maybe. Amora Clara, Abarmar, Sun Queen, Stormcat. I already see a lot of like Stormcats as Damsars recently. Tulip Shore, 5th place. Any good to solve experience or lower than that? Nope. Kind of 34 at 1600. Lost to Kurimo Me though. Lost even for Vulavu. Probably no. Maybe the Fujioka blood can do something about that. Primzal. Isla Bonita. Brimir Steps. Footsteps in the Sand. 212. With 3 different jockeys, of course. Not surprised. Has a solid like rank on a turn of foots here. No soft experience, but has run a lot of 1600s. Last race was like last month. Who's the jockey? Lost to Twilight City as well. Same jockey as last race. Maybe experience-wise it's fine, but Brown Rachi got plus 16 though. But then you look at her rate, 444. That's like one of the lightest in the field. almost. Kurinomi is even lighter. But look at that. It's like, I feel like, yeah, you should really bulk up at that point. I'm surprised actually you still have enough like winnings to stay inside though. Brown Ratchet, he's enough forever darling, congrats. Oh! No wonder they said she's a half sibling to Forever Young. So you ka. Okay. Lemire win Big L. Huh. Let's turn the foot. 33 is actually respectable though at 1600. I guess Takeshi we're talking about, right? Now, if Brown Ratchet can do something like what Soul Orients did on the Satsuki show in 2023, then that's something we'll talk about. But yeah, if you want to eat Takeshi Nikki, I guess, then sure, why not? Gotta be Takeshi Nikki, sure, go for it. But yeah, I think, yeah, I want to try to support Link's tip here. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not gonna make any major bets or anything. I can't even bet. Hong Kong is not selling tickets for this one. I'm not gonna bother to circumvent or anything. I'd rather save for next week's Satsuki show. Next week's Satsuki show is much more exciting because Quadeno's up there, and you need to figure out who are the other ones that might take him down, or you know, that might like what is it? Go in the ticket. Imagine Faust Rising gets third again and Giovanni gets second again. Even though Satoru Shining and Eddie King are like pretty much up there. Oh no, there he's starting. Oh shoot.
ほどに馬を出した戸崎啓太、その内からは4番湘南ザダウー差を詰める。最内からはブーレブー5番のボンヌソワレ、大外からは追い込んできた。
Erika Jr. there. Arma Veloce coming on the outside, and embroidery is coming from the middle. Embroidery in the middle there with Arma Veloce. Arma Veloce, and it is embroidery. Embroidery takes it over Arma Veloce on second, and third place is Lynx.
7番エンブロイダリーです。
Hey, I called it.
7番エンブロイダリー。ジョアン・モレイラ騎手、Oka-sho連覇。7番エンブロイダリー。
Embroidery, Alma Veloce, and Lynx tip got third.
7番エンブロイダリー。雨の中の第85回Oka-shoを制しています。
Well, would you look at that?
9番のアルマベローチェ2番手。
Would you look at that? Embroidery, Alma Veloce, Lynx tip. And I take it down to Elan. I need to check though.
3連勝で2025
Hey,
年
Magic Man doing his magic again. Magic Man doing his magic. Let's go.
美穂の森和友調教師は開業2年目
Now,
の
last year,
嬉しい G1 制覇
last year,
クラシック制覇に
what
な
is
りま
it?
した
Joella won with, what is it?
9番のアルマベローチェが差を詰めましたが
Stellan
7
Bosch
番エン
last
ブロ
year.
イダリー
So for Moreno himself, it's like he won 2 years in a row. Look at that! Look at that! I knew Lynx is gonna come in here. Look at that Lynx pin. Arma Veloce did pretty solid actually. Lynx tip, I mean.
7番のエン
Look
ブロ
at
イダ
that!
リ
Kita
ー
Sunblock, let's
3連
go!
勝で頂点です
Third place.
9番のアルマベロー
Okay,
チェ
Miracle.
よく追い詰め
Miracle
ました
Demuro,
が
I think you're gonna get a comeback here. Number 3 is 4th place.
内を通った3番マピウ
That
ス
is
2番のエリ
Mapus.
カエクスプレス
Oh,
穴
look
に
at
立ちま
that.
したが直線は伸びを欠きました
Yeah.
第85回Oka-sho勝ちタイムは1分33秒1
133.8.
着7番エンブロイダリー2着9番アルマベローチェ
Oh,
3着
Mistress
12番リンクスティック
What
4着
happened?
3番マピウス5着争いは写真判定を行います
Final
や
3
やおも
furlongs is
2番
third for 5.
1600m 勝ちタイムは1分33秒1上がりタイムゴールまでの 800m は46秒 5600m は3
Did I cut myself off? Oh, I already got cut off. Mate got cut off. God damn it. I didn't see the... Wait, I didn't see Down to Flames there, right? Mapus is got 4th place. Oh, who was 5th place? I didn't see it in time. Uma's new banner is a new series symbol variant. Yeah, Netkeepa's very quick when it comes to stuff like that. But you know, I mean, let's just say I somewhat figured that for quite a bit of it, yeah. It's between embroidery, armor veloce, Link's tip, and down to Alan for the most part. From what I look at that, I guess it's like, okay, if Brown Ratchet had the capabilities like Soul Orients, then yeah, I would have picked that one. But I didn't feel that because I don't see any like look at that, passes 3 furlongs against anyone. I guess look at the time. Look at those times. That's not that's all right, but it's not like on like bad ground, right? Right. Not to mention this G1 race here somehow lost all that flair, right? So it's like, oh, you may thinking Soul Ruins? No, I was saying Soul Ruins there. But yeah, Link's tip called you. Tasan Black, still there. Still going strong. This is like literally the generation where the least amount of Kitasan Black Folds were registered. Like what, 70 were born or something like that, and like 40 were registered. It's like literally the year with the least amount of folds for Kitasan Black, and look at that, third place. Yeah, literally the year with the least amount of Kitasan Black folds. Props. Comes in and get the third place in an Oka-sho. Yeah. You know what? It's still doing pretty well. She's still placing. She's still in place. You know, there is some merit being behind Sato no Shining. Right? Remember Sato no Shining? Right? The fact that he dominated the field back then? Right? Yeah, it's like 3 lengths, yeah. But remember who is up against the race before that? Quadano, literally the ace of the current Kitasan Black Folds. Kitasan Black Folds. Literally the ace at this point, right? It's like the training he had, like what, the 2 weeks out before the race, and then the one which is like 1 week out, which is like the most recent one. It's like night and day. It's like, oh, his switch is finally turned on, and he literally just destroys the training. Like, do you know who he trained with last time? Like, this time around? It's like he trained with, what is it? One of the racers on the G2 Hanshin Himba Stakes racers. What was it? Epida something. Right? I pretty much just destroyed her training at full strength. So, yeah. Erica Express was surprisingly overhyped. Huh. Shame. Okay, so let's have a look at the results here. Of course, it's not going to be there. It's going to be on the JP side. Right. Gekka Harai じゃなくて, okay, we have here Magic Man. Yeah, second place is pretty obvious. We got Arma Veloce. We're pretty close actually. Got second place, so it's like not bad at all. Right, considering that we had like a bit worse of ground. And then third place was Link's Pin. What was her favorite? Otsu. Let's look at that. Look at that. I don't know why I checked that on, but yeah, there's that. I mean, yeah, pretty much only the flop here was Erika Express. These 3 came in order. Fourth place was who's fourth place? There, Madus. Pretty off actually. Look at that, ninth favorite got the fourth place. But yeah, I mean, had I actually put this in betting, and then just gone for this trio here, wouldn't be bad at all. Let's see. Tan and Tan. This is the first tree, I guess, the trifecta. If you went for the order of 7, 9, 12, that would be the victory. That's not it, apparently. A lot of 2s here, yeah. Everyone's rooting for Eric Express on these favorite ones. Yeah, the top 10 favorite like trifectas are like kind of like ignored Erica Express. Kind of kept Eric Express up there though. Arm of the Lodge is kind of like in most of these as well. Yeah, I guess that's the favorites there. That's a rotational Link's tip here. Okay. Oh. 912 is third favorite wide. Annenpuku. Okay. Alright, let's see now. We should have a bit more results here. First 5 has come in. Erica Express did land on 5th, so even if it's a flop, it's not too much. Look at this, it's basically these two. It's a race between these two here. And then Link's tip just pops in on 3rd place. Right? And another 2.5 lengths is Mapulus, I guess. And Erica Express is another length and a half. Look at that. So in terms of like the top 2 there, Umatan or like the wides, they're not really winning too much. You see, like Sun and Puku, you're not really winning that much in their money, right? But then if you go for like the trifectas, yeah, maybe. It's somewhat still predictable because it's Kitasan Black blood in here, right? Whenever you're like imbued with Kitasan Black, you kind of have some affinity to deal with like heavier ground. Even though we haven't seen that tested on Equinox, right? Soul Orange definitely can do that. I mean, we're not even questioning about him. Right? There's no question about him. It's just that, you know, he's too awkward when it comes to racing. Yeah. Magic Man, Iwata Mirai still hung up pretty well here. And I think, yeah, the turn of foot was like almost on par for both of them. We got the Miho winner, then Rito, Miho, Rito. Yeah, not too much of a shocker, I guess. It's like the ones that people are confused with are still fine. The top 4 favorites still end up in the first 5 places. Who's the 5th favorite? Obaninki, there you go. Deep Daisy, I guess. Where does she end up in? Either way, we can just pop up the training data, or, you know, we'll just look at the race itself. So, cool. See, I can see some people are like ready to look at that there. I guess we need some time to check the recap video of this. I think Kanteri is gonna upload that like within like 30 minutes or something like that. We'll see. Not 30 minutes. I'll give it like half an hour. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it like half an hour. The English chat should also be updated. There we go. Alright, I also need to catch up on my phone side of things. Martera won the 10th race for Hanshin. I saw that, it's actually pretty decent. Yeah. Martera still has some power, a lot of power in him, it's just that maybe he just couldn't grasp a proper win. Bit of shame there. Like, unlike the G1s or like the graded stakes, so I had to win that. Let's see if I can find any more. Because I'm gonna need to, check the proper like footage there real quick. Maya Mars Sanku embroidery that okay. Mars, I think he did produce some G1 winners. Well, of course there's this one today, but still. With embroidery. Kurofune no saki no Iwa Reiji. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got some energy lore here. So apparently, Iwa Heidi is also a 1,000 guineas L. Oh. Wait, what? What is it? 三代目母が1995年. Oh, this one. Okay. I think this one then. Okay. Let's see. Maybe the data's a little bit off here on the English side. After all, this is mainly a Japanese site after all, so maybe the data's a little bit off here. What hide data? I will hide. Kurofune? Oh wow, okay. Yeah, that's something actually. Kurofune. Very strong actually after Agnes Tachyon. So it's worth it was worth considering embroidery. Luckily I did include that when I was like going through the stuff there. Oh, you got this stuff. We got info. Hello there, Twilight City. Flopped Mistress. Flop dancing a lot. Oh my god. I don't know why I picked her. Cooling on. What did I say? Vip Daisy flopped. Okay. Brown Ratch is there. It's kind of like what I expected though, for the most part. Yeah. The ones I put up here mainly, except for some reason I don't know why I chose Dancelan. I guess my stick with Kurinomi kind of like degraded that, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of like mostly the expected ones that won. So there's that. 133-1. 133-3. Yeah, Heavy Ground does that to you. AP side. Kick up. Yeah. Top 4 favorites ended up in the top 5. The 5th favorite flopped in 11th place. Yeah, that change of jockey really didn't help there with that one. Namura Clara. Yeah. Mistress, I guess, was exhausted from the Saudi Derby. So maybe that's why. I guess we need to wait a little bit for a turn foot info, I guess. And a corner order thing. Do you have anything? Oh, here we go. Hello. Oh, Kawajima jockeyじゃなくて Kawajima announcer. Pretty solid announcer from Kantere. Rainy too, look at that. And they're off. Erika Express has a good start there. Oh, look at this one. And then number 5 there. Look at that, embroidery is around the middle here. Right. So a pretty stable position. Mistress is somehow pushing further out there. Link's tip is a little bit. Where is she? Arma Veloce, yeah, I'm pretty sure staying a little bit on the back here. Okay, yeah, settle in the middle. There, Arma Veloce is right there. Look at that position, like on the middle, smack middle. Right. I gotta look at the pace too, it's like around 60 at most. Not really doing too much there. And if for some reason they want to put Twilight City there. Look at that! Link's pin at the back! Like Link's pin doing the Duramente move there, Mirko Demuro. Look at that. Alright, Erika Express coming in front. Yeah, kinda like her strategy, but this isn't really the time to go too fast in front. Right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Mirko Demuro is doing a Duramente again. He's doing a Duramente with that. Look at that. Dang. Ah, Mirko Demuro really did the Duramente with Link's tip there. Oh, それはちょっといらない。すまないな。So yeah, look at this. So the positions of the first 3 places, right, as we move through here. Zoom out a little bit more. That's number 18, Twilight City, right? Yeah, I don't know why you want to go for that, but No, that's number 18, not 18th place. Number 18 was oh right, the brown ratchet. Takeshi, you're not doing a Soul Orients. Link's tip is doing a Soul Orients. Come on, you should be doing a Soul Orients here. See? Miracle Demura is doing a Soul Orients with Link's tip. But yeah, Erica Express kind of like tossed herself a little bit to the outside there, so it's like a little bit. Look at that. Yeah, not really a smooth way to come out. Was that trying to Duramentia your way out or something like that? Now that is called a Duramenting. But yeah, look at that. Now look at this. Good positioning here. It's like you can clear out the middle. Alright. Now look at that. Look at that heavy chase there for Link's tip from the outside. Right. Like, I think that's like the better strategy. But then look at this. Armor Veloce is here. It's like at this point, yeah, they're still stable to their foots. Magic Man doing his magic right here with embroidery. So it's like now finally she steps on the gas. Right? And that's why we end up with this one here. At this point, right, Link's tip like used up all her energy to catch up to them. And pretty much have to run on like constant speed at this point. So that's why she doesn't have any more gas to catch the first two. But did well to maintain third place at this point, right? These two ran out of gas already. So we end up with this. Armor Veloce. It's pretty much determined by position and how late did they need to step on the gas. Right. Link's point had to step on the gas too soon there as soon as they reach a straight. As soon as they turn out the bend. Whereas the other two, it's like they step on the gas like on the final stretch. So it's like they had more steam to burn. They had more steam left. So yeah, that's why it's a battle between those two, and it's like the battle of who can activate theirs like later into the run. And yeah. Again, Link's point already made her move here, right? With Miracle Demura. Right? It was beautiful. I felt like it would have been Duramented, right? Now look at positions, right? Armor Veloce is here, right? Where Link's point started to catch up to. Embroidery is inside here. Look at that. Kind of like suppressed a little bit here while I was trying to re-navigate some positions. Has an opening here. Armor Veloce here coming in from the outside with Link's tip. But at this point, Link's tip can't go much more faster anymore. This is like her constant speed. So that's pretty much her limit there. So that's why it's pretty nice that she hung on to third place. But then look at this. Like Armor Veloce finally steps on gas. Finally steps on the gas there. And now Embroidery steps on the gas. Look at that. So that's why Embroidery steps on the gas last. That means that she has more weight to hang on to the end there, right? It was determined by that, like who stepped on the gas late. And that's it. There you go. There you go. Actually, Armor Veloce was closing a little bit there. Look at that. Look at that. It was like a length there, and Armor Veloce managed to hang on to her speed there. As Embroidery started to lose a bit of progress, a bit of momentum. But yeah, that's it. That short moment of delayed activation of her foot there was what was needed. And look at that, Link's tip right there. Third place. Look at that. Yeah. Erica Express right there, 5th place. And that's what it is. Magic Man doing his magic. A nice little, what is it? High five there. Nice high five. Magic Man. Lightning Code. Yeah, there you go. Magic Man doing his magic. And that's it. Right, so yeah. Ame no Nigawa ni Raijin Korin. Into a rainy Nigawa comes the goddess of lightning, I guess. No, not Raiden Shogun. But yeah. Hawajima announcer is pretty solid, I gotta say. That's a mix of flair and like easy to listen kind of commentary, like race calling. So yeah. If you do want to like try to get used to like Japanese like race calling, yeah, Kawajima announcer is like a pretty solid one to listen to. Aoshima announcer, however, is a little bit too fast paced. So if you're not used to Japanese, yeah, it's probably going to be hard to listen to his call, even though it's like very passionate. Right? You gotta give him extra props for the passion. Sometimes it might be too fast for some people to catch it. Yeah. So that's where we left off here. I'd like to see some turn of foot data if we can. Yep, there we go, turn of foot data. Oh, look at that. Look at that, yeah. Again, look at that. These three have like pretty similar turn of foots. The key here was who used theirs at the correct time. Link's tip used it at the bend. Armaveloce used it around the 200 meter, around the 300 meter mark. Embroidery used hers at the 200 meter mark roughly, or even less, like 150. And that's what decided it, when to activate that turn of foot. Because look at everyone else, their turn of foot is just flopped. Especially these ones, obviously. Like, who's the next one to compete? This one. Chel Beato. 34.5. 34.6. 34.7. Everyone's pretty much just low on stamina here. Even Brown Ratchet. Takeshi. Oh. Yeah. That's what we're seeing here, right? So yeah, look at that. Pretty much the ones that did maintain their turn of foot within 35 seconds are the top four. Erica Express kind of flopped on that turn of foot because she was on front whole time. But pretty much, barring, let's see, yeah, within the top 9 places, pretty much most of them have their turn of foot within 35 seconds for the last 3 furlongs. Except for Vudavu and Erica Express. But yeah, this should give us a more proper gauge for like more rainy weathers, I guess, for these fillies here. And give us to know like, oh, who has the better use of it. It's also the need to figure out like whether the jockeys know when to activate it. But yeah. At this point, pretty much everyone below 9th place can be out of the radar unless the jockeys know what to do with the turn of foot. Yeah. Kenichi? Is there a Kenichi jockey? Akiyaka jockey? It's like some of the favorites are just flawed straight up. Look at that. Tosaki is like pretty consistent, surprisingly. I mean, Kitamura Yuichi jockey also. Hanade is actually not too bad now that I think about it. Right? Even if you take out even the favorite ones like Kawada. Ghost no Kawada. And then Takitaka, Sakarize. Yeah. It's kind of like mainly on the horse abilities actually, so. The corner passage thing, yeah, you need to wait for it next time. Look at that. On the corner bend, right, you see the winner, embroidery, slowly moving up. Whereas for the 3rd place, Link's pin, right, decided to move up there slightly from the back and then like moving the last bit. Okay, we got some lap times here. Lap times 12.3, 10.7, 11.5, 12.1, 12.0, 11.7, 11.4, 11.4. This one's a bit too rash. Maybe it'll be fine if like they balanced it here, I guess. I mean, yeah, 34.5, yeah, I guess so. Would be fine if like 35 or 36. Make it balance 12 seconds and a boom on the last 3 furlongs. But yeah. So it's kind of like rush compete spots, I guess, before they make the turn. And then as it come out, it's the ones that have steam left that stay on the front. Maybe they jostled for position a bit too much then, if that's the case. But if that's the case, then Erika Express actually did pretty well to stay on 5th. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the Oka-sho for today. Next week would be the Satsuki show. And let's be honest here, who's the favorite right now? I don't know. Eric King's actually done pretty alright in the on his training, even though he recovered from an injury. Right, pretty much on par with Cordino too. You might say he's even better, but we have to see because they never gone face to face until this race here, so we have to see. Giovanni, pretty solid player behind Eric King, behind Cordino, so that's why he's got placed here actually. Vincencio with Christophe Lemaire, also a pretty solid performer. Museum Mile though, I feel like he prefers medium distance, I guess, so that's why he's here. GT not sure about this one. Masquerade Ball, I expect it to be swap spots there. Kuchan Black, yeah, if the turf conditions are like this on Nakayama next week, I could expect Pikuchan Black's odds to go up a bit more. Karamati Anos, not really. Faust Razin. Oh, people keep underestimating the Faust Razin. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I secure a place for him on my ticket. Faust Razin, he can't be underestimated. People underestimating at least Choice already. Look what he did. Third place on Hopeful Stakes. Third place on Hopeful Stakes. Won the Yayoi Show. Both times he was underestimated. So yeah, unless someone has a counter to his strategy, then I don't think you should rule him out, Astrazin. But yeah, King's Cold. I feel like King's Cold's a bit too low. I'd expect him to about where Pikuchan Black is. That's surprising. Roland Barrows, I think, had to be rolled over because no, it was some other jockey, I guess. Yeah, no. Roland Barrows had to step up because of injury, right? So can't do that one. So only one marked out is Matendo Barrows, I guess. Interesting. Yeah. For me, like I said, my solid pick would be Quadino. But then again, these ones are pretty solid picks actually. Like up until the 5th favorite, these are solid picks. Right. Beyond that, who would I pick? Masquerade Ball, Pikuchan Black, and Faust Razin. Pretty much after these ones here, I'm not really sure about Magic Sands and King's Call. They could be like a backup option, I guess. Right? Especially King's Call. Still can handle 3rd place, right? After just coming back. I wouldn't say too bad. Linkura Stolo Live Grand Prix progressing fairly. 2-3 stones and carry next week with the Holy Week. Well, we kind of are stepping into that, aren't we? So yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. That means Friday. If I were to stream, it's probably gonna be morning then. I'm gonna need to deal with Holy Week stuff, obviously. For the afternoon. So yeah. I can stream in the morning. I could. If not, then yeah, it is what it is. Saturday shouldn't be affected, and then Sunday would be as normal, I guess. Yeah. So if I were to like predict from here, right, it would be like Odino Banker, Satono Shining, Eric King, Giovanni, and Vincencio. Probably gonna mix them up here, and then the second wave would be like these ones here. I don't really have too much faith of Museum Mile. Yeah, Magic Man is there, but right, if we look here, Yayoi Show somehow still got only 4th place. Maybe it's because it's not a foreign jockey. Is that the case? Is it because it's not a foreign jockey? Is that what it is? Not because it's no foreign jockey? You need foreign jockey to win? But the thing is, like, this kind of also proves that, look at that, 36.5 on this, like, Yayaomo round. So maybe that's a factor as well. It's like, if you want to look at Yayaomo conditions, right, we can look at, like, the turn of foot here and see who could probably catch up. Now, these three have priority, like, Arohi, Ari, right, maybe that's an option. Consider that. Good turn of foot. Museum Mall got that one there. Ask Stein isn't really that reliable. I'm not really sure what's happening with Ask Stein, but not really solid performances that I'd even consider 4th place. Even got 4th place on the G3, but anything upper than that? Not really. Shown to be like 6th place, so it's like, even if I want to pick with this one here, it's not really that accurate. So yeah, Ask Stein is definitely gonna be out from my list. Museum Mile though, maybe a 4th place. I could try a 4th place, but not gonna definitely say that, oh, handle like a win. Quadrino, taking a win away from Quadrino is gonna be very difficult. Alright. These two were like head on head. Right. Both of them have problems during the Tokyo Sports Nisai Stakes. Tokyo Sports High Nisai Stakes, right? Quadrino was bloated. Quadrino was fat. And Satono Shining lost his shoe on that race, and look at what they had. What kind of showdown they had on that one there, on this one, the Tokyo Sports Nisai Stakes. Look at the showdown. It's just mad. Just mad thinking about that, right? Literally a bloated Quadrino and horseshoeless Satono Shining butting heads on the last few furlongs together to get this. It's like, yeah, it's like both of them are pretty much had had troubles on their own and somehow tossed the rest of the field. So it's like, anything beyond that, honestly, if they're in the Satsuki shows for some reason, they're automatically out. Yeah, there's no need to consider that. Where's Fire and Krantz heading to? Yeah, not going to Satsuki show with that one. Oka-sho. Okay, I might need to keep an eye on Fire and Krantz then. If he does win the Oka-sho, then that's considering. We'll see. GT Adamant. GT Adamant rulership. Maybe a late game. Maybe we're gonna play the late game here. Ground conditions. Yoibaba has run on 2-2 before on the Sumire stakes. 35 though. Not like a front stayer. Front stayer type, both 57 kilos. Well, then again, for rulership, I want to see real quick. Rulership, Sanku Seiseki. I want to see the G1 wins of a. What is it? Kiso. G1 winners. I want to see. G1. Oh, Biscuit Stellenbosch. Soul Rush. Oh man, Soul Rush is like the hard carrying the rulership line at this point. It used to be Kiseki. Kiseki. And then Soul Rush is one carrying in for recent terms. This one though, this made news even overseas. That what is it? The jockey that was on board him, Rettendor, right? The jockey that was on him. Where is it? Oh, no, I was thinking of like a different jockey then. Never mind. A different horse, I mean. Let's see. Where's the other one then? Soul Rush. Where's the G1 victory? Usual G1 Baodo. Sankuchi. Okay, we can look at this one here. Stellenbosch Whole Biscuits. But this one's our total winnings. Whole Biscuits managed to win like quite a lot more, surprisingly. Haha, Chichi. Oh, right. Okay, never mind. That's a Damsar line, not the actual proper line. Father rulership. Kiseki. Kiseki. Soul Rush. What's this one? I don't really recognize half of these, actually. Sankuchi. Rulership. Ninkijun? No. Either. Doesn't matter. No. Yoken G1. Okay, there are only 3 horses that have win G1s from rulership. Dolce Moore kind of like it's like a sad story though, because his performance is just it's just sad to see. Right after his win from the Futurity Stakes, it's like after that, it's like just, man, it just hurts to see Dolce Moore. Right? It just hurts just looking at this one. Wait, what did I X that? No, keep it up. At least now I know which buttons to tap now. Chihuahua, G1. So there's only like 3 G1 horses from rulership. Soul Rush recently won the Dubai Turf and the Mile Championship last year. But that's like when he's like what, 6-7 years old. So yeah. I mean, sure, we could look at the performances before, like flopped on Yasadaki and 4th place in the Mile Championship. That's like a few years after though. Next best case here is Kiseki. Oh, that's cute. Kiseki. Right, look at this though. Kiseki's case won the Oka-sho. Right. Kobe Shimbun Hai got 2nd place. Got 3rd place in Manichi Hai. So I feel like for rulership, anyone with rulership blood is gonna need to wait until at least like autumn. So that's why I'm not adamant on picking GT Adamant. Aha, get it? Adamant. But yeah. Who's this? Manhattan Cafe I understand, but who's this? Kawanis Kuka. Are you raced? Not even a graded one. Not even, hasn't even win graded stakes. Maybe a listed, I guess. Not really. Not really done too much, unfortunately. Because see, if Money Penny actually at least won some graded stakes, a graded stake or two, it's like okay, there is some high potential with that one, right? But since that isn't the case, how about this one, Kaunis Kuko? Kaunis Kuko didn't win any graded stakes at all, right? Even though it's at Manhattan Cafe. So when you consider that, even if I say, oh, rulership might win might be useful, my most optimistic take is that this is gonna take at least autumn to really show his colors. Right. I mean, sure, yeah. Won the debut, won the Simire. But remember how rulership took. It took him a while before he even like proficiented well in graded stakes. So, if you ask me, there is reason to hold off of GT Adamant. Right. That's why I'm not gonna choose GT Adamant. Museum Mile again. I guess we can have a look. Leontinus. Leontinus. Leontis. Kamehameha Cesario. Okay, that is okay. Pretty strong blood. Leontis. Leontis himself won like a Yayoi show actually. Got second place on the. Oh god damn it, Mirko Demuro. Got him reduced to 5th place for penalty. Oh, that was the year with D Majesty. Okay. D Majesty was what year was that? 2016. Oh, that's their year for the record. Okay. Naruhodo ne. Okay. That's the year right after Duramente's win. 5th place on the Derby. So it's like it is like Leontis is like a pretty competitive one. In terms of like himself as like a graded stakes winner. Graded stakes, right? Leontis. It is fine. At the blood itself. And then what's this side? Museum Hill, Arts Cry, Rodet's Trouble. How about the records? Graded stakes? No graded stakes at all. Not even past the 3-win class. Has never broke past the 3-win class. Like this beginning of the career seemed pretty solid, but then beyond that, it's not like once or twice he even got into like second, third here, and then everything was like major flop or 4th place. Huh. And yet that managed to make Museum Mile a graded stakes and one that didn't really do much. Made Museum Mile that got 2nd place on a G2, 4th place on Yayoi Show. No. The 2nd place on the G1 Futurities and G2 Yayoi Show. 4th place. Like slightly heavy ground too. Uncertain because actually run 2000 before? 2000 has run a 33.7. Has run a 33.8. The Terrafoot is there, but Golden Nor has shown that. Right, if it comes to like a showdown of 3 furlongs, these numbers are pathetic. Relative to Golden Nor. Right, because even we saw with Satono Shining, he was in front 1800 meters. He still pulled off a 33.5 on the last 3 furlongs. So yeah, probably I'll out Museum Mile then. Even though yeah, of course there is the good performances with Christian De Muro on there, but you know, even if Magic Band's gotta be up there to carry him, with Embroidery's case, Embroidery did win a G3 beforehand, and that was at Lemaire. In the case of Museum Mile, is there a good chance he could win? Like, at least, like, get the first few places. Maybe. But win? No. Win is a no. Museum Mile cannot get the win, but could get probably 3rd or 4th place. That is assuming that somehow the top favorites flop somehow. And I don't think Quadrano will flop that easily. That's how Black Blood is there after all. If anything, he's gonna continue growing. Right. Yeah, you may argue that, oh, you're probably gonna do a Soul Orients. But Soul Orients himself is very awkward. Soul Orients is very awkward in terms of like hating the fact that like he gets stuck in traffic. Right? He has a strong turn foot, but he hates traffic. Jockeys keep shoving him in traffic, he takes the L. The other jockeys kind of like block his way. He doesn't do too well. Right? So it's like not only do you need to have good jockeys or Orients, you also need to steer him out of way of danger to have him use his turn of foot. But even still, by the time you set it up, it's already too late. Someone else with a similar turn of foot ends up winning. So that's the situation they had with the Osaka High earlier, like a week or 2 ago. So yeah, so Orients is strong. It's just that his awkward personality of like positioning just makes him look bad. So even if you say that, oh, Kodono might do a Soul Orients in terms of like growth, no, Soul Orients himself is growing. It's just his personality kind of like doesn't fit well. But unlike Soul Orients, Kodono's personality is more on par with Equinox. He's what is it? He's like conscious of like the race conditions, relatively speaking, like more so than his rivals. Right? It's like just like how Equinox knows how to turn on the switch. Right? Kodono, however, doesn't turn on the switch himself alone right now, but as soon as the jockey turns on the switch, he does. Right? That's why 2 weeks ago his training was looked terrible. Yet the training like this recent time is like much better. It's because of that. Kodono is very responsive to the jockey's command. So what I'm thinking here is that there aren't many factors I could think of that could really knock out Kodono from being on the top 3, let alone top 4. Right. I mean, it would be nice if all the uncertainties would go to, what is it, dropping his odds to like 2 point something. That would be delicious for my odds. I'd love that. Yeah, drop his odds to like 2 point something. I'll be gaining a lot. But still. Yeah, look at these. Look at these times, right? 34.9. 2,000 meters. 34.9. Think about it. It's like on the last 100 meters or so, actually, he didn't really push much. He actually stopped. His ears were pricked up, actually, on that hopeful stakes. I mean, he actually has more potential too, right? In fact, if I can bring up the training for Kodono real quick, what is it? I guess I could open up the training here instead. Yeah, because who would have thought, right, where we could find the training for Kodono. GRA, come over here. G2 training footage, where art thou? There you are. Do you want to know where we can find the training for Kodono? Of all the places it could be, it's here. Tagano Erupita. Right, guess who her training partner is? She's on the inside. This is like a 3-year-old, like 1 or 2 win kind of horse. OP horse, I think, an open horse. Guess who's here? Kodono! Look at this. Well, look at this. Yeah, because no, because this is a grade 2. The main horse that we're actually talking about is supposed to be Tagano Erupida. So that's why the train music is of a G2, the G2 version. Right, this is the G2 BGM. And it's that horse on the inside that's the focus. But what I'm trying to say is that we could use this to look at Kodono's training, because he's the one that's training with Tagano Erupida. And look what's happening here. Here's the last furlong. She's giving her all here. She's giving her all. That outer horse is also giving her all. His all, I think. I'm not sure. But look at Kodono. Barely anything. Just push yourself in front of them. Both of them are exerting their best. Kodono's like, oh, okay. I'm getting warmed up. Okay, let's go. And what's his last furlong time? His last one furlong is 10.9. While these others are like 11.0, 11.1. They're doing all their best to catch up to Kodono. Yeah, Kodono is like 10.9. Right, this is like the most recent training on Wednesday. The week before that was terrible, actually. If I can bring that up on Twitter, actually. Tsuita-kun, jotto matte. Oh yeah, look at that. Odono just sweeps them off. Yeah, look at that. 11.0 Ippai. Doing all their best to catch up to Quadrano. Nope. Didn't make it in time. But yeah, if I can... Hold on, I'm gonna quickly turn off the screen here real quick. I think I have bookmarked it. If I can find it real quick. Hold on a second. Choimachi. Luckily Twitter is a place I store a lot of things at, including footages and stuff. Ah, right, the nose distance thing, right. Where's the one with Quadrano's training? Oh, I didn't bookmark it, shoot. Kuroa, do you know? Kuroa, do you know? 2週前。Alright, let me see if I can find the video for that. Okay, here we go. Right, so I'm gonna bring this up real quick. We're gonna switch screens. Where is it? Domo. Here we go. So this is the footage 1 week ago, of the week before what I just showed you. Right, this is 2nd of April. Right, look at this time. You think he's doing very sloppy. What the heck? What is he doing? That's because he's not really doing right. Look at this. Look at this. Quadrano's on the inside. Right. Right. And now he's finally like pushing out there to start catching up. Right. This is like 2 weeks. This is like the week before what I just showed you. Right. It's like, oh, on the last part, oh wait, I was supposed to train, right? So yeah, people saw this and were franticing. It's like, oh no, Quadrano's gonna take the hell, oh no, kind of thing. But you know, just like the tariffs, tariff war thing that's going on and everything like that. A week later, oh, it's actually not that bad. But yeah. Quadrano is the type that knows the on and off switch. Actually, it's like he knows when to be serious, right? Like unlike Ushba Tesoro who hates training, it's like Quadrano has the right balance here. It's like, oh, I'll train when it's almost the race then. You know? So it's like it really isn't much of an issue. Actually, you don't need to worry about like maybe 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks before. Like you just need to worry about the final training and how he looks on the day of racing. So compared to this situation here, where it's like 35-6, 11, 32-7-5, 11-6, come back to not that one. Different. I forgot I was using a different thing. Come back to this one here, right? Where it's like 1 week after, he's much better, right? Look at that. 37-5, 11-6. What happened to those numbers, right? Yeah, this is like not even his numbers. It's not even Quadrano's numbers. It's the fillies numbers just now. So yeah, there's really not much of a concern at this point. So it's like already absolute ways they're gonna dethrone Quadrano? Not really, no. Not really. So anyways, so have I glazed Quadrano enough? No. But yeah, look at this on this 1800 races, right? It's like he was able to do like this 33.8 on debut, 33.3 on like a complete like a 3 furlong showdown, right? And he still could do more. He could still do more. This one he wasn't even putting his full power onto it either. So considering that he could do 10-9 on one furlong, on the last furlong there, we could probably bring up the furlong numbers for Quadrano's stats. I'm gonna bring up the lap times for her, so I could see that. 5つラップ Yeah, that's nice. Thank you. Right, so these are the individual laps for Quaderno. Look at this. Right, he's basically the one that's on pace for the most part. Right, he's basically settled on pace. Right, this part they probably push out a little bit more. Right, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Quaderno sticks to the pace as needed. And then as he turns to the corner, speeds up on the straight, final furlong, and then eases up, because he is the one that sets the pace. So yeah, look at that. Very nice, isn't it? And if we go to look at his race before that, the Nisai Stakes, Quaderno's numbers again. Look at this. So he's settled on the back, kind of like wavers a little bit around, starts to climb up to meet the pace, and goes into this final 3 furlong showdown with Satono Shining. Right. It's like he can stay on pace very well on 1800 meters, even on the 2000 meters. But in reality, it's, when we're talking about this, it's like, it's not bad at all. He could do this. He could pump this on the last 3 furlongs. Look at that, 11-3, 10-8, 11-3. What's that? What's that in 3 furlongs? What do you have? 33-3. So it's like extended showdowns, like this debut. Like a 5 furlong showdown. This one here. He could do that too. Look at that. 5 furlong showdown. 11-9. What's it? 5 furlong showdown. 12-4, 11-9, 11-5, 11-3, 11-2, 11-3. Look at the last three. Pretty much more or less the same as what we had that too. So it's like he has the stamina to do an extended push. He has the burst. He has the short burst that he could do for last 3 furlongs, and he could creep up in the corner. Come out of the corner and use enough strength to go up in front. So tactically speaking, he is open to whatever the other racers would throw at him, except for tearaways. But so far, I have not seen any single tearaways. You can say Faustrazin popping in here like out of nowhere to do that turnaround. Right, we can see us pacing here on the Yayoi show and see what happened here. Look at this. This is Faustrazzin's like pacing. Alright, behind the pace, reach the back stretch with the pace, to go slightly ahead of the pace. Look at that. This key here, where he goes slightly ahead of the pace to get all the position you need, of the expense of what? Being just slightly ahead of the pace. This is actually a beautiful move. Right, so that way it's like, oh, you could just run with the pace at the end. That is like tactically smart by the jockey. Again, Sugohara, not Sugihara. No, you're not Sugihara. You're Sugohara. I think he's gonna be the jockey for him in Satsuki show too. So yeah, even if this like final 3 furlongs looks terrible, he has a lot of stamina. Right. If we're talking about extended showdowns, Quaderno can also do that too, sure. But Quaderno is more stable to just do the standard, oh, we could just stay at the back, or like stay in the middle to front to begin with, and then show up at the last 3 furlongs or last 5 furlongs and then, step on it. So really the only way you could really take down Quaderno is to come out at the same time as he does, and somehow have an even faster turn of foot than him. Now some people are saying that, oh, Eddie King can do that. I think I closed the wrong tab. Have I? No. Yeah, I'm good. So we can look at Eddie King. Right, what is his turn of foot? 34-2. 33-4. 34-3. So the only reason I could see Eddie King winning against Quaderno is he can handle position much more fronter than Quaderno and still have that kind of like turn of foot. Right. See how it's positioned like near the front for most of these races as well. Like debut race, one against who? These ones. I don't even see them on the G1s or G2s. Right. Last 3 furlongs, 34-3, 34-3. What is this? Right, behind the pace, starts to catch up, moves up a little bit, right, with the pace, slightly behind the pace, and then bursts in the final straight. That's his debut. And in this one here, this open race, oh, not many racers, but we start Giovanni. Look at that though, Giovanni still has a faster turn foot than him. So, honestly, if anything, I should probably be rooting for Giovanni to place better than Eddie King at this rate. So, checking by the performances, probably, yeah, it would be better to go for that. Maybe. Let's see, look at this. Right, behind the pace, with the pace. Right, slightly ahead of the pace. Slowed down here. I kind of had a little showdown. What's the length difference? Half a length. Half the length, because he managed to make this advantageous move around here, right, and then managed to go above it. What can I say? Fine. And this win here, who is here? Giovanni again. Come on. It's like they're fated to fight against each other. So yeah, look at this. So behind the pace. Starts to slowly creep up. Go with the pace. And then, yeah, there's the final showdown where everyone goes use their turn of foot, and he stands out ahead by like 0.1 second. So, really, realistically speaking, yeah, there's that, but it is not as impressive as how Quadrant does it. Right. There's 2,000 meters, yes, 34-2 is pretty nice because of the numbers. Right, Giovanni also does that, but did you see Giovanni against Quadrant? Right, Giovanni still has a faster turn of foot than Quadrant and still lost. Why? Because of the positioning. So yeah, maybe, yeah, you could say Kawada could probably get Eddie King up there, but winning, no. In fact, I'm going to say Giovanni's going to be better than Eddie King. I could probably change my mind later on the day of the race, but so far what I'm seeing is that probably Giovanni should be above Eddie King. Just from like these past records. Saturn Shinings, yeah, I definitely would be convinced with that one there. Yeah, because Saturn Shining is like a solid racer. Now the problem is distance, right? Because yeah, that's around the 2000 debut. As a 33.7 too, look at that. Like, these are more reliable numbers to look at. I mean, maybe this one, yeah, this one's a bit oof, but look at this. So in a sense, Satono Shining does have like a slight worse turf experience, and still have like a 35 seconds to boot. So is it bad? Not necessarily, because he's in front for the most part. Well, on the middle actually. But everyone's starting foot. It's like, Satono Shining, yeah, solid second, I could say. But imagine for memes, after all this talking, Quadrant gets first, Giovanni second, and it's Satono Shining. Oh man, it'll like literally the eternal meme is like Giovanni will be forever second, except for this win from the Wakaba Stakes. Yeah, look at this. So many second places. Open stakes and open race, second place. G3, second place. To who? Eddie King. Hop up to G1, second place. To who? Quadrant. And then finally back in Wakaba Stakes, unlisted, wins that one. So yeah, I feel like imagine if they made it like greatest stakes and Giovanni just gets a lot of second places. That would hurt. That would hurt. But yeah. So far that's how I see the current field at least. So these ones below here, maybe you, maybe Alohi Ali, maybe there is some hope for you, right? Maybe there is some hope because you do have some like heavy ground, not heavy ground, but rather good to soft experience. So, assuming that it doesn't rain, then probably if it doesn't rain, then probably opt him out. But if it's raining, then yeah, maybe I'll leave you out. Could be a good chance to. We'll see. Magic Sands is a little bit awkward, I'd say. Probably no. Yeah, I haven't really seen him race after that major flop there. Not to mention Tenderfoot's 36-6. What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? If it's not even 35. Alright. I mean, got the 35-3 on debut, but beyond that, never gone past that. So it's like, yeah. Huh? What are you gonna do? Stay in front next time, I guess. Because otherwise, Magic Sands' case here. You're not gonna beat Quadenon on a three furlong showdown. Not with that. Not with that. Yeah, that's why I'm really opting out Magic Sands. Maybe a G2 would definitely be for him, but a G1 with Quadenon on it? No. Hiko-chan Black. Right. Also a fellow San Black Blood. I would love to support him. But in the case of this one here, right? Look at this. Omobaba. This is like soft to yielding, I'd say. So if we're talking about soft to yielding, this is actually pretty good. Good to have, even though the final 3 furlong is just bleh. But yeah, there is some experience done to that one there. So if there is the condition where somehow the round goes terrible, Hiko-chan Black will go up further up in my priorities. We'll see. Again, Kito-san Black Blood, chances are he can still grow. You know, late bloomers and everything. We'll see. Yeah, pretty much everything else beyond that, not really. King's Call returned from an injury, right? Debuted at 2-year-old, returned after like a long injury, straight to Spring Stakes, got 3rd place. Like, it's actually not bad when you think about it, but you know, in terms of like performances, 1800, 34-8. I don't think he has the turn of foot to take down Quadenon. Not so, not really. Like, yeah, Spring Stakes, the ones that on Spring Stakes this time around could be okay. I don't think it's enough to take down Quadenon on a 3 furlong showdown. Like, even if it's like they have like the heavy ground advantage. Yeah. Everything beyond that I haven't really considered actually. Judo got 4th place on Hopeful Stakes, but what happened to him? Flopped. After that, 10th place. Then again, it's probably because Sakarisi went off to Saudi at that time. Yeah, he's off at Saudi. That's why he couldn't race this one. But yeah, maybe in the case of Sakarisi, maybe he could be better performed. I guess he'd probably be like 5th or 6th place, but Sakarisi on board, yeah, probably would be a bit better. Would fare a bit better. Ask Stein. Some of these haven't looked, so I'll probably wait until the train footage pops up. See about that. This Saturday we have the Nakayama Grand Jump. If you're into steeplechase, there's this one here. And we also have the Antares Stakes. Antler Stakes. I'm guessing it's a filly race. Is it? Is it a filly race? Chiran. No, it's an old people race. It's an old horse race. Holy, 5, 6, 7-year-olds there. What's the race conditions? Race distance and everything? Dirt 1800. Yeah, the oldies. Satsuki-sho on Easter Day. We also have a Fukushima Himba Stakes as well on that day. Aoba-sho Saturday after that. If you're wondering, Aoba-sho is one of the trial races for the Derby. So be sure to look out for that one. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Yeah. So far that's what how I see Satsuki-sho, and yeah, what to know. Yeah, I really don't know how he can go against this one, unless he gets gate 18 like Equinox. I swear, Equinox had the worst RNG on his year of challenging the Triple Crown. Satsuki-sho Derby, both gate 18. It's like RNG is like, yeah, no, screw you. Screw you. You need to, you're fragile, right? You're not getting the middle gates, you're getting the outside. Or toss you to the outside. And then what happened? He got second place. Both the Satsuki Show and the Derby. Like, I'm pretty sure the most Equinox has ever lost, right? It's literally the Satsuki Show. Satsuki Show 2022. That's it. That's the only time he lost by a length. And everything else is like what is it? The Derby lost by what, a neck from Dodius because he came out a bit too late. And that's it. That's his only losses. Only boast. Only boast. I don't see Lemire here. Lemire is usually popular. What happened? Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe because he went off to Australia. Maybe that's why. Equinox. Forever young. I guess people aren't doing Equinox anymore. Look at Equinox anymore. Let's see. Equinox. Omesu Okiniri. Oh, look at that. She's still second. Quadanor even overtaken Equinox and favorites. Oh god. Alright, Satsuki Show, look at this. Alright, lost the geoglyph. Alright, look at that. 200 foot wise. It's like Dodius does better back at that time. Look at this. Alright. 34-3, 34-6. It was like a fine play by Fukunaga Yuichi jockey. At that time, he's a trainer now. But he used to, back then when he's still a jockey, he made this awesome move to somehow manage to overtake Equinox by a length. Right, this is the only great loss that Equinox had. One length. That's the only distance he's lost over. Right, and on a Derby, what he lost? A neck. And yet he still has a faster last 3 furlongs. Why? He is positioned too far back. Lemire didn't get him out in time on the straight. Like, by the time he's out of the straight, Dodie is already pouncing on that goal. Pouncing on the wire. It's like, by the time Equinox finally gears up, it's like a bit too late, right? So, yeah. A bit of a shame there, honestly. I don't believe I should stay on 4th, so just that. So, yeah. That's it. The 2 Equinox losses, both second places. Lost by a length, then lost by a neck. That's it. No more losses. And what did it win by? Like, what? 4 lengths. The Vaishima Classic? 4 lengths. 3.5 lengths. Like, literally not even trying. 4 lengths, 3.5 lengths win. Like, had literally, like, what, 50 to 100 meters, just not doing anything. Just straight up trotting at that point. Right. This one? 4 lengths. What are you doing the last 100 meters for this year? Nothing. Just chilling. Chilling the last 50 meters. Oh, my job's done. What's this? Record time? What did I do to this record time for the third fastest thing? Third fastest turn of foot? It's like, Lemire's like, oh, right, the goal's still a bit more, but just in case, tap, done. It's like a little light stick taps, and that's it. Still won by like what, 3 lengths? 3 lengths? 2.5 lengths. Very close. Look at that. Sakura Kinen is pretty much the hardest win he ever had. Because that time he paired with a lot of ailments at that time. It was like, oh, True 7 Seas could have won that too. Like Equinox was like at his weakest stake at that point. Like he's been fragile all the way until Takarazuka Kinen. After that, he's been much more solid. It's like the ideal racehorse. It was him on his 4-year-old autumn career. Yeah. Adam McKinnon is like, you start to see his potential just popping up there. Bulldog Horse really gave chase there, but no. He wasn't matching with that 2.5 length lead there. Right? And it's Tenor Shiraki, right? Fastest turn of foot, 32.7. Actually get Pantalasta, win it by a length. Honestly, at this point, Equinox pretty much, yeah, just dominated. 1 length lead, 2.5, 3.5, neck. A neck win on this Takarazuka because he was terribly weak at that time. 2.5 lengths, 4 lengths. Yeah. Honestly, when you have someone like Equinox like that, it's just Ooh, scary. But yeah, so that's what it is there. And more people are into Quad and Northern Equinox now, so maybe people saw Equinox are amazing, but I didn't catch him in time, so Quad and North looks like him, so let's go for him. Right. I mean, it is what it is. Liberty Island is yeah, probably losing fans here a little bit, but hopefully she can bounce back. Hopefully that Dubai thing was a fluke and she can manage to come back. At least in the Hong Kong races, we'll see. She did very well in Hong Kong though. Yeah. So maybe she could perform there again. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is actually gonna be it. Yeah, I feel like if I do any more, my throat's gonna kill me once again. I don't want that. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's stream, be sure to follow me on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the vlog channel. And yeah, that's next time. Figure it out. What is this? Oh, never mind. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, 100% did the 100% not long exploration, except for the Sacred Dragon part. That one I'm gonna do on stream. We'll see when though.